Hello, good morning everyone from wherever you're watching. Welcome to Inline Podcast coming to you from Rongo University. I am your host Vanessa Achieng and I'm joined by my co-host Robinson. Today we are excited because we are joined by our listeners and audience to discuss topics on politics, governance and leadership in Rongo University. We are also honored because we have a guest, a well-known face in Rongo University and now an aspirant of one of the ballots in Rongo University. It's gonna be spicy, it's gonna be feisty, so be with us. A reminder, please subscribe to our podcast and be with us, like and comment because we want to hear from you. We want to hear about politics in Rongo University and the insights. Welcome. Hi.
Hi, what's up, people? My name is Robinson Tambiza. I'm the co-host of this Inline podcast. So today we're going to be joined with this leader. He'll tell us his name, he'll tell us his agendas in the leadership aspirant, and he'll also share with us what motivated him to join the leadership. Welcome, our guest.
Thank you, our presenters. My name is WANJALA, an aspirant in the School of INFOCOMS, and I'm going to vie for the academic rep, Rongo University academic rep. Yeah.
Okay, you have talked about politics. Can I ask you, was it your dream from the start when you were born, or was it your dream when you entered Rongo University to be a politician?
Thank you for that question. Leadership skills, I was born with leadership skills just from the primary school, high school, and then university. When I was in primary school, in standard 5, I was a leader. In standard 8, I was a leader. Then come to secondary school, in Form 2 and Form 4, I was a leader. Then come to campus. Then here, I'm going to be a leader.
Oh, so you mean these leadership things just in your blood?
Yeah, leadership skills, I have it.
And how are you prepared in this leadership as you're going to stand as an aspirant?
Thank you for that question. That's a good question. So I understand the challenges that media students are facing in this university and Kenya at large.
And excuse me, before you continue, You said you're going to aspire as an leader, academic representative at Rongo University.
Okay. So I was saying like this, I understand the challenges that students are facing, the media students are facing, the Kenyans are facing in the media industry. As you can see, like the first years are 600 plus students, media students, second year above 300, third years are above 300, fourth years above 250, as you can see. So we are many and challenges are many that facing media students. So I understand these challenges and I have the strategies to make sure that I equip those students to make them feel like they're doing the media, not that they're just going for because they failed maybe mathematics in high school, so that they cannot go to the education or nursing, but media is it.
Okay. It's very funny because most of the leaders say that what inspired them is the fact that they have mentors. So you have said that you were a leader from the start, from standard 5.
Yeah.
So that means that you're equipped with leadership skills in you. So what makes you different from the leaders who are in Rongo University before, who did nothing, and then what makes you a unique aspirant, opponent?
That's a good question. So what makes me different from other aspirants or politicians or leaders is that I have a very, very strong passion for leadership and media. You know, you cannot elect someone that does not have leadership skills, or someone that does not have passion in something to be your leader.
Yes.
So somebody that does have passion and interest to be a leader is going for it. Now, in this media industry, I started media, like I was having passion since Form 2 in the media industry.
Yes.
So that's when I opened my YouTube channel and started doing similar things in accordance with the media, as far as media is concerned. So that's the passion and interest that makes me having a driven for that seat, and that interest that the students are suffering, the media students are suffering. They're just there, but they are not. They don't have somebody to mentor them in the field of media. So I'm here for them.
And as you are starting, you said that you'll provide the equipments for the students. And here in school, you've been told that the equipments are less. What will you do about it? Since you said you'll provide them, but they are not there, they are less.
Yeah.
As you also understand that media equipments are so expensive.
Yes.
Understand that? The camera is very expensive.
Yes, they are expensive.
The
but
media equipments are very expensive.
in a
but,
school like this one, this is a big school, this is a university.
Okay.
It's a school which can afford because it's not an individual university.
Yeah.
How will you do about it? Will you go and talk to the officers about this matter, or you just relax and wait for the less ones?
Okay. So media equipments are very expensive. Now you can find that a big school like this one can have at least 10 cameras or so. So I'll make sure that I coordinate with the administration, the sponsor, the governors, MPs for this area to make sure that they also sponsor the school for the media equipment like cameras, like those tripod stands, the microphones, to make sure that the students have got enough facilities for them to undergo this field industry.
Okay. So from the look of things, it looks like you're prepared for this seat.
Fully. Yeah.
If I may ask, what are your agendas? What are your manifestos? Because you cannot just keep on telling people the same things over and over again. What are your agendas, your unique agendas and manifestos?
So my first agenda is that equipping media students with practical skills. My second agenda is that enhanced the learning resources in the School of INFOCOMS. My third agenda is that to make sure that inclusivity, all students are engaged and feel like media and INFOCOMS is the place to be. Yeah.
And MC Kishazi or Stephen WANJALA, you'll talk about winning. And if you win, how will you work with the other aspirants?
Thank you. So I am an open-minded person. I'm a transparent person and fair. So in terms of media, we talk about transparency, accountability. We talk about accuracy. So in this field, I'm just an open-minded person and open to everybody. I'm willing to work with everybody, despite the gender, despite the ethnicity, despite all the differences. I don't observe those differences. I'm a person to work with every gender, every tribe in this university. So all leaders, I'll make sure that all leaders, we work with them so that the students will get maximum benefit. Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, politics is like a game of chess.
Yeah.
You say one thing, and then what you say you'll not fulfill in the near future.
Yeah.
You say you will win, but we know and history says that politics gets in the mind of politicians when they get in the seat. So what assurance can you make to Rongo University students that when they give you that seat, when they go and vote for you and you are elected, that you will stand with them and not be silent?
I got your question. Now I started by saying that if people want to elect somebody, they must elect somebody that has interest and passion for that thing. For instance, when I came here in first year, I was really engaged in media industry. I started doing like some small interviews, like some small shows. So that indicates that I'm very passionate about media. Now, if I was not having the interest about the media industry or leadership skills in the media industry, I would not have gone into that extent that opening my media house called Kishazi TV. I would not have gone to the extent of opening a Radio Kishazi and Kishazi Media Group at large. So I opened that media house for the sake of others, not for my own personal interest, but for the sake of others. So that means that the leadership, the determination I have is very strong so that I can help those students to achieve their goals in the media industry and in the future. So I can say it like this. You cannot elect someone like that has a lust. I don't have lust for leadership, but I'm dedicated to lead my fellow students in the media industry and to help them grow from upwards to downward, from downwards to upwards. Yes, that's my interest.
Okay, you've talked about Kishazi TV,
Yeah.
your media house. If I may ask, coming from you, you
Yeah.
are the CEO, you are the source. How does Kishazi TV serve students in Rongo University? How?
That's a good question. So Kishazi TV is a platform that started last year at around August. Now we are at May or March. So Kishazi TV has all categories of students, not only the media industry, but also students from other faculties like education, School of SASB, SAES. So you can see that it's not all about media students, but from the first year to the fourth. Kishazi TV has first years, second years, third years, and fourth years, and they're not all coming from School of INFOCOMS, but for the interest of all the students. So I can say like this: Kishazi TV has also the shows. The shows serves all the students. Now all the students are engaged in those shows. So that means that inclusivity is done in Kishazi TV.
So what you mean is that Kishazi TV is a full brand by itself.
Kishazi TV is a full brand by itself, and when somebody comes to me and say that let me give you 1 million to give me this Kishazi TV, I won't accept.
Is it known? Is Kishazi TV known?
Kishazi TV is known in Nyanza region and some parts of Trans Nzoia, and maybe I can say Pwani Coast. Yeah.
Okay, so if I may ask, do you have a mentor?
Mentor.
Yeah. In politics, matters in politics.
Politics.
Yeah.
I can say that I have a mentor in politics. Can I mention him or her? Yes. My mentor, like my governor in Trans Nzoia County, is called George Natembeha Tawe. That's my strongest, my very good mentor in terms of
His
politics.
slogan is Tawe.
Eh?
His slogan
His slogan is Tawe. Yeah.
And MC Kishazi, Stephen WANJALA.
Yes.
In this seat, that you are aspiring to be, there are many competitors.
Yeah.
Are they arranged? How can I say? Are you there?
Yes. I've had a question.
Are you prepared
Yes, I'm very prepared.
to beat them, or are they prepared to beat you?
In this academic rep, this category we are 4 aspirants.
Yes.
One from first year, the rest from second year.
Okay.
So I can say that I'm very fully prepared to beat them in the morning, early 6 a.m. in the morning.
Okay, it's good. In our studio, we have some audience. They're going to ask you some questions. I know they are really prepared for the questions.
Yeah.
Because they are media students, I've been facing some challenges here and there.
Yeah.
Let us give them time to ask you the questions.
Okay.
Let me pass the mic to one of them. You can just come for the mic.
Okay, thank you. I have a question to you.
Yes.
Since you are aspiring for this seat, I'm a media student, a second year student, and we have been experiencing camera shortages, and I can tell you that I'm a second year student and I have never been into a school studio. So how will you help us so that the rest who are joining, they may be able to enter the school studio so that they may gain experience and not only deal with the theories, you know?
Yes. Thank you for your question. As a leader and a communication strategist at Rongo University and also a media student, I understand the challenges that media students are facing across the years, first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. There are limited resources in this faculty or in this school. So I will ensure that I coordinate with administration and we make sure that we find or we get the necessary funds to make sure that the school has enough cameras and enough media equipments. In the next question, I heard you say that how will I ensure that all students are committed, are involved not only in the theory but also in the practical. Yes. So in that case, students know that the resources are limited. So I'll make sure that they organize themselves in groups, like 10 groups or 20. Then they visit the studio and practice the practical skills as far as media is concerned. Yeah.
Okay, according to me, is about that. Concerning the media students, we have the past leaders who have sit for this seat that we are going to vie for. They promise the same thing, that they will help us participate in the school studio and even work with them mostly in practical parts. But you know, promises are debt, and now, according to you, you have also said the same thing that happened from our past leaders. So how are you going to make it happen? Because the leadership is just about promising, but how are we going to know that this can come to an end or fulfilled?
Okay, thank you for your question. You know, the same leader I am is not the same leader they are.
Yeah.
They promise that they will take students to that studio and equip themselves with the media and practical skills. Those are not having the same passion, the strongest determination towards student leadership as I am. I cannot compare myself to them because I have a very strong leadership skills. And all these years from primary to high school to campus, I have developed strong leadership skills and communication strategies to make sure that I lead students in accordance with their will. So, I will ensure that also the school studio is not enough to accommodate all the students. It's a small studio and the resources are so limited. So I'll make sure that the students, some of them, are included in my media house in Kishazi TV, so that they can also gain some skills, the hands-on experience in the media industry, not only depending on the school studio. Yeah.
Okay, what if the problem or the challenge is from the board? I think maybe from the school people who are working in school, maybe people from the administration. What if there is a challenge from there? How are you going to do about it so that you can convince them to make us fulfill what we want as media students?
Okay, thank you. So in that case, I'll just organize with the Dean of Students and the administration at large, together with the corporate office, to make sure that the needs of the students are met at the exact time without wasting their time. You know, we also have the lecturers that have passion and dedication to help the students. For instance, the clubs and societies. Recently, we have opened a club called Rongo University Press Club. That press club is determined to help students, all the media students at large, not only the media students, but also the students from other faculties, to ensure that they get the skills, the reporting skills, anchoring skills, editing skills, and all the skills in the media industry, to make sure that they are nurtured fully. You know, so the Rongo University Press Club, together with the Rongo Writers Club, together with the Shawakiro, all those three clubs are coordinated together to make sure that all the students' needs are achieved. Yeah.
Okay, so as we are winding up because
Yes.
of the time, so I might ask, so politics, as you know, comes with challenges. If I may ask, up to now, as you are new still, so you are an aspirant, what is some of the challenges that you're facing now as you're looking for people who will vote for you in Rongo University?
Thank you for that question. That's a good question, and that's raising concern. I can raise concern about that question. So the first thing I'm facing, the biggest challenge, I can say that insecurities. There's a high risk of insecurities as you can walk downtown, you go to your house late night. You know, you can be organized. Someone can just organize hired goons, and they beat you thoroughly. So that's the biggest challenge that we are facing. So when I'm walking, I just need like 3 people or 4, so that I have maximum security. The next challenge or threat that I have, some people are just insults. They just throw insult at you. They just say you are doing comedy. Somebody that does comedy does not have leadership skills. You know, comedy is different from leadership, and the comedy is just talent.
Yes.
You cannot evacuate talent from me. You say that I cannot do comedy or stop doing comedy to do this. I cannot stop that. Comedy is in me, interest.
Like
and
even
passion.
Jalango was a comedian.
Yeah,
first,
even
and he changed to leadership.
Thank you
And
for that.
yes,
Jalango was a comedian.
Yes.
Was a radio presenter. Yeah, so he's now an MP.
Yes.
Now you can see that leadership skills. As you can see, though, it's not that comedy, somebody that does comedy cannot be a leader. No, that's a poor mentality, village mentality.
And as we wind up, we thank you, viewers, for listening to us. This inline podcast. You can follow us on our social media handles on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And we thank you very much. I've been your co-host, Mtambiza Robinson, and this is your host,
Vanessa Aching. If you have not subscribed, I'm talking to you. Subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you for all those who have, thank you for this media, for giving me this platform to showcase that my interest in politics, that I'm going for it. Thank you for all organizers for this podcast. I'm saying thank you. And I humbly request for all students in Rongo University, media students, that they come in large numbers in that day to vote for me, the determined leader, for better for us, Stephen WANJALA.
It has been said. Thank you.